Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Sean, Tanktop, and I'm over here at Casa de Tanktop. I'm hanging out with Jenny Lee. What's going on, Jenny Lee?
Not much. How are you doing, Sean?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. We shall see. I'm just kind of, I'm getting back into Last of Us mode or whatever, because we got the Last of Us Season 2 trailer just dropped, and we're going to be taking a look at it. I mean, immaculately produced, put together show. I had never played the game. Had you ever played the game watching the show? No? So that was all very fresh for us. We're non-gamers checking this thing out. Season 2, probably the big thing is just Joel did a bad thing. And he lied. And he lied to her.
He did a big bad lie. Yeah.
Like a big, and
he did like a loss of trust lie, like when she finds out.
If and when she finds out, and I'm assuming that's gonna kind of has to. And like I guess that's the big through line. That was the big thing that they ended on, you know. And again, they did a great job again, because you know Pedro and Bella Ramsey are just fucking great performers, and so you could already see that schism just starting to get there, because like he told her, and you could be like, she doesn't believe him. Yeah. Like she kind of doesn't believe him, or she like wants to believe him,
but like in her heart of hearts, she's doubtful.
I've seen. I think it's going to be like the fallout of that, kicking the fucking hornet's nest of like that, like the what was it? Not the Brotherhood, the bees or the killer,
I have
whatever
no
the fucking
idea
is, like whatever the buzzards or whatever it is. I'm sure like we're driving that engagement now, like like
please tell us. I'm like I want to remember.
Fallout from that, and then fallout from the lie. What we can do is watch this motherfucking trailer real quick. Let's check it out. I don't think it's gonna come out in winter, because watching this show in winter was also pretty like a Chicago winter too. Oh man. Yeah. And so like I think it might be starting to thaw. Like we might get it in like March, April, May, something like that. And we're gonna be covering it in the bar.
Bar reactions.
We're gonna do bar reactions for it. We got such a huge response from it when they did the sneak preview thing.
People were stoked.
Should we do Last of Us?
Okay, you twisted my arm.
Check us out for that. Hit the like, the subscribe, stay up to date on all that shit, and go watch the season 1 reactions. And watch me cry within the first 15 minutes of the show. Like in 20 minutes, they were just like, they got like a big fat fucking like Denzel tear roll. Like,
ooh,
want to start or what?
Catherine O'Hara.
They've got therapists in the commune.
I mean,
that's great. Wow,
Joel needs some therapy, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, don't they all?
Let's try something different. You can't heal something unless you're brave enough to say it out loud. Say the thing you're afraid to say.
Uh-oh.
Say it out loud, no matter what it is, no matter how bad.
Oh, man. Oh, I hope nothing bad happens to Tommy. That was such a heartwarmer when they got together.
What did you do?
Ugh.
They're getting into like White Walker shit.
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to say the same. Oh dear.
Mushrooms aren't supposed to be able to grow in the snow. Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Ooh, Jeffrey Wright, sick. I think he's playing his character that he played in the video game.
Oh, nice. Oh boy. Catherine O'Hara. Oh.
Well, he's teaching her.
They're just like 2025.
2025.
We'll fucking tell you.
Asshole. We'll fucking let you. They're getting real like they're taking things from the Penguins. Like, we'll let you know when you're ready. You know, like
they may as well have just been like, wait.
Yeah, no. No, it's like when you remember like when you're a fucking young asshole and you're just like, it's like parties show up at 9 till question mark. Oh god. Looks intense, looks bigger in scope.
I put Catherine O'Hara in every fucking piece of media that I ever
Let's
have
go.
to watch
Absolutely.
in my life. Put her in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
you
excited
can't
for
like
that.
it's
God, she's good.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where she's been even in some of her heyday, like back in like the Home Alone, you know, like era and stuff like that, supremely undervalued as far as like pound for pound, like just what you can get out of her and everything. And I think that people, I think probably Schitt's Creek, I think is kind of like woken people up a little bit to that, and like now they're just like, oh, okay, cool. And then like she's in Beetlejuice, and that's doing great right now, and great to open with her, great to get her in there. And again, like it also speaks to, I'm assuming they probably fucking hightail it back up to the compound where Tommy is.
Oh yeah.
And that's like, and then that's they've gotten to such a point that like we got ourselves a therapist. Yeah. We got ourselves.
I wonder if we just pick back up, like, okay, they've gotten back, or if we pick up from where we left them and they are
like immediately or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they're like working their way back to the commune.
I can see.
I think
it could go either way. It could totally go either way.
That line that Tommy, you know, well, Joel's like, so like communism, and Tommy's like, no, nothing like that.
No, not like that. You know,
like no, exactly like that. This is a commune. We're communists.
Yeah. No,
I think that phrase to myself
totally
like twice a week. I don't know.
Well, no, it's what it was. It's like when you're just talking to like regular folks, and like that socialism communism just has like a bad connotation, and you're just like, you're already a socialist.
Yeah, exactly.
You've called the fucking fire. You've called the fire department. Like you're already a socialist. But anyway, it looks incredibly impressive. I mean, and very intense. Like there was like red lights in a like it looked like a subway or something like that, or whatever the fuck.
They must go off of the commune or something.
Making their way through.
It looked like there's some sort of army of the dead coming for the commune.
The Shroom King.
Yeah.
Move over, Night King. We got the Shroom. Or there was like a Shroom Queen. It looked like it was like one. It was like a girl one who had like it almost looked like a crown.
Well, yeah. You've seen the ants.
Oh yeah.
The cordyceps grow out of their head.
Yeah. No good.
So, this show makes me like fear for the future the way The Handmaid's Tale makes me fear for the future during the Trump presidency.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
just like it's the environmental Trump presidency.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
Cordyceps future.
A little something. I mean, like, and then kind of born out of our own hubris in a way. Like yeah, I mean, that was like a teaser. Like that wasn't like they didn't really like profile exactly like plot points. There was a lot of clues and shit.
Yeah. They're probably diehard game people, or even just
I'm sure
they're seeing things.
They're seeing stuff.
You know, they know what's happening.
But there was like there was like torture stuff happening. Like there was like the really emaciated one person down there, and like about? I don't know. Are
they in some kind of quarantine?
It could be. There's also like you kind of get like some of these. You sort of get like we're like, oh, like this is like the good commune, and then there's like the evil commune that eats people and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then so it could be like again like they've gotten bigger. And then, like we've grown, we've been, doing all that type of stuff, and maybe there's like a larger one, and maybe that's who Jeffrey Wright is or something. You know what I mean? Like he can play he can play anything because he's Jeffrey Wright.
Well, that's kind of basically what Joel like escaped from, right? Yep. Episode 2 or whatever.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, what was the Fireflies? The Fireflies. That's who they were. The Fireflies. The Bugmans. The Bugmans. The Bug people. Like, but yeah, he could be just a larger like. Contingent of the Fireflies and stuff like that. Who's just like, wait, somebody did what to our top doctors? The best doctors that we have?
Yeah.
Killed them?
Alive on Earth,
killed them all?
And where's he at? Yeah.
I mean, it could be something, but then it's like...
they've left probably some kind of note that like, there's a girl, she has the cure in her brain, cut it out of her brain. And now they're still going to be coming at her.
Making notes or something and everything.
Please don't put spoilers in the comments.
Yeah, because we love to talk. We like to read the comments, and everything. We like to talk with y'all, but it looks very intense, very soulful. Again, very like well emotionally rendered and shit. Like I just think that Yeah, it's just, oh, man. I mean, like
the main thing that I got from that was Catherine O'Hara saying, "What did you do?"
Yep.
He has to like, is he gonna tell the truth? He's not one for emotional expression. That
True.
Joel.
Well, I think it's like when he gets, I think maybe it'll be like maybe like another shade of like when he gets pushed into like a corner with her, he will tell her. Like the same way when he got pushed into a corner as to whether he's gonna leave her or not, he was like, okay, not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that sometimes when he gets cornered because of like the loss that Joel has suffered, like, you know, he is kind of unwilling to accept the fact that he doesn't have control in this world or as much control as he wants. And I think that I think that he will come clean, but it's going to like, he's gonna really have to be pushed in order to actually like admit that to her.
Is he gonna tell her? Is she gonna find out? Does anybody else know? Maybe he'll tell.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. I mean, it depends on. I think it just kind of depends on like, again, how the Fireflies like are gonna what moves they're gonna make after this. Like, you know, because obviously, because it would be one thing where you're just like, you know, things are so like resources are so precious that like it has to be like, if it were me from an executive decision, I was like, we're not going after that guy. One guy did all of that. One guy.
His ass alone.
Right. Yeah. And also he's that gorgeous. Like, we're not fucking killing that. Like, we're not doing that at all. Like, at least, at least let's get a couple of sperm samples so we can inseminate like the communes. So we can get like a couple little baby pagers running around. No, but like, but yeah, I think that, or obviously I think there's another, I think there is like, I do know like there's one character that they didn't really show that is going to be like probably a pretty big antagonist. And, but I'm assuming is that we have like we have like another version of like that, that this character could possibly become like another version of Joel that is driven by revenge as opposed to survival, and you know, and that type of a thing. And so like I think that's like, and that's a whole thing that like where they could become the Joel of the Fireflies, where like they don't give a fuck. They'll sacrifice whatever the fuck they have to do. We kind of saw like a little bit of that. There was that one. She's a great actress. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. She kind of looks like Drew Barrymore a little bit, but she was like, she got killed like I think in like episode like 4 or 5 or whatever. It was like when we first saw like the big guys and they had like that sniper thing or whatever. She was like she was in like Baltimore or something like that.
What was her position in the story?
She was like a lieutenant, but she was just like what did she have? She was like, she had like lost like a brother or something like that, and she was like just very like uncompromising, and like even like the people like in her cadre or whatever were like, we shouldn't do this, and she's like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? And it could potentially be something.
Season 1.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I think you remember like, you know.
I remember the overarching.
No, of course, and like, and
remember bits.
Well, no, it's like was it Scorsese says like, you rarely remember the plot of things, you remember moments.
Yeah.
And like maybe, and that stuff is like there's way more compelling shit. Like I remember like Walt and everybody and like all that type of shit, you know, like, and obviously Frank and everybody, like you remember like kind of those big things. And so I don't know. I mean, it looks intense, man. Like I
wonder, they really focused on this therapist character. I wonder if that's because Catherine O'Hara is like on top of the world right now, and they wanted to be like, we got Kathy.
Yeah.
Or if she's like in every episode, and like every episode we kind of have this like weekly check-in with Joel's therapist.
Oh my god, she turned into the Sopranos like of the thing, exactly, or whatever. Yeah. No, I would say probably it's either one of two things. Either it's that, or it is a very extended scene that they sort of they can either disperse it through like flashbacks, or just within this trailer, there's a lot of like, because you're talking to a fucking therapist. There's a lot of broad theme, emotional, thematic material that you're going to talk about that you can interlace between all of these images. At least that's like how, like thinking about it, if you were an editor, like you have like this big long fucking scene where you're trying to get this fucking rock that, you know, like to emote like with you a little bit, and talking about that type of stuff. And I think that could probably like creating like the structure of like what they wanted to.
And they'll have had to get him to go to a therapist too. So is it like in order to stay in this commune, you have to see our therapist?
I mean, like,
also, the therapist can't be a character from the video game, right?
I have no idea. I have no idea. That would be fucking amazing if it was. I mean, like, it'd be so. I mean, like, I mean, that would be like, they're like. I mean, you could see that happening in a certain sense where they're just like, we are. Everything is just by a thread. We just have this wall. This is very precious. We've worked very hard. People can snap.
Yeah.
People can, like, we are also under a tremendous amount of pressure, and so every motherfucker has to go in.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're in high school and you have like your counselor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes like the counselor's like they're fine, like they're good, but you know you go like
Were you in your high school? Was everyone required to see?
Not required, but they have one.
Right.
Like, and they're just like, Joel seems kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Or they could, or maybe that's how they do it here, where they're just like, everybody's got to go.
Right.
At least for everybody has to have a quarterly check-in.
Right. Yeah.
And then the ones that really that possibly were just like, oh shit, like you need something.
Yeah.
Then they maybe have a little bit more.
She's like,
I'm
gonna pencil you in for next.
I'm gonna pencil you in for this season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like it looks great. Like again, and again, I wonder because the second game is so much longer and expansive as far as the story. They're basically able to cover the entire game in season 1.
Right.
I wonder if they're going to be like splitting the seasons up into 2. Like, because the game is so, like the story is so much broader and shit, you know? And so, or something like that. But I mean, I don't know. I'm sure we'll fucking find out when they start dropping this thing. And I'm excited. It looks great.
Looks great.
It looks really sad. We're gonna have big old cry about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we're having a good time, I swear. No, but it looks awesome. We can't wait to cover it in the bar. We're gonna be doing a bunch of that shit over here. So we guys hope you guys can keep it here. Hit that like, that subscribe, ring the bell thing if you want to get notified for when we start dropping those things. And also hit us up on our Patreon. Links in the top and comment in the description below to get early and uncut access to all of that stuff and to get the backlog of all of our other Last of Us coverage. And also, I might start like streaming the game, playing the game on that, which I think could be kind of fun. And but what I would want to do is try to like stream it up into the point of the show. So I can still experience. It's like if you were book reading and you didn't want to eclipse like the story or whatever the fuck it was. So and maybe that's a possibility. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, so we appreciate y'all very much for hanging out with us. Hit us up on all of them things, if you please. We thank you guys very much for hanging out with us, and we will check y'all later.